Kitchen Underground, how y'all doing tonight, man? It's JS here. It's a miserable night here in Miami. Unfortunately, it's been on and off raining. It's been muggy and nasty and mosquitoes and all that. So this is like one of those perfect times to like just get in the house, do some slow cooking, watch some movies, relax, just chill, and let the food do what it does on its own. Tonight we got some black beans and rice going for you. There's so many versions of black beans. I mean, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans. I mean, everybody has their own way of doing black beans, and ain't nothing wrong with anybody's version, dude. I love them all because that's what's taught me how to cook. This is just my version, and I'm gonna give you. We're gonna just do like we normally do. Get it going. We get everything sautéed up. We're gonna get our sofrito going. Get that sautéed up. Get the beans in. And just let it sit and chill and do what it does for like 6 to 8 hours. And then when we're done and we put it over some rice with a little bit of meat that's in there and the beans, baby, we got some good stuff coming. So let's get started into this and let's see what we're about to be working with, baby. All right off the bat, I had about 28 ounces of dried beans. I guess when you could say, if just looking at it, when I started, the beans were about right here. That's all dried. And I put about a gallon and a quarter of water in, and they've swollen up to this. They're just about ready to go. We're just gonna take these out. We're gonna rinse these off. But first, I got my vegetables drying off that I just washed. We're gonna get those broken down. We're gonna get our sofrito going. And then we're gonna get our beans in with our turkey wings. And we're gonna let all this do what it does, and it's gonna come out to be a beautiful mess, dude. So just sit back. Alrighty, so I just took our beans and we got them nice and rinsed and dried off, and they're ready to go. They're ready to be the main star. We're gonna get working on our mise en place, which is basically gonna be one large onion. This was, I already used this, so I just had to use a little bit extra. We're gonna fast forward through most of this because you guys have already seen me cut up enough stuff. So we got now here we got one large pepper. We're gonna put that whole pepper in there. We got what equals out to about 3 large carrots. We're just gonna dice those. Right here we got about 3.5 nice stalks of celery. Dice that. Here we got one red pepper, a whole one. Here we got a bunch of green onions, one whole bunch. Here we got 2 jalapeños. We're just gonna dice those up. I like to leave the seeds in. You could take the seeds out if you want to. And then finally, we got 4 Roma tomatoes. Just a rough chop. Alright, we got our veggies chopped and we're about to get busy and everything, but I'm making this sofrito first, but I just wanted to give you a little tip that, like, if you ever go to an ethnic market or you go to your section, you can always find this. That's the same thing what we're cooking now, is just a concentrated sofrito, but it, you know, it's just a condiment. It would take a lot more of that to get to where we're going right now, but we're doing everything fresh and up to date. But there's nothing wrong with using that if you have to. Just like if you want to use canned beans and you don't want to use fresh dry beans, hey, that's fine too. There ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But we're getting our vegetables going right now. I put in about a cup of olive oil, then I put in 4 tablespoons of butter. Once we get that melted down nice and sweet, then we're gonna throw those vegetables in. Right now I got it over a medium heat. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let all these vegetables cook at a low medium heat and just brown and caramelize and break down. It looks like a lot of vegetables at first, but it's gonna be like 10 times smaller when we're done cooking with it. You'll see what I mean. So you can see our butter's ready to go, our oil and butter. This is all our veggies after everything's been chopped. And it's cool to do a rough chop. You ain't gotta be fine or try to make this look pretty or anything, any kind of way, because it's all gonna break down as we cook it. So just as long as you give it a rough chop, you're good. So we're getting all this in. And you can see right off the bat, it looks like a lot of veggies and everything. We're just gonna hit this with our little bit of tomato paste that we got over there and some chicken stock. Little by little as we go, but you're gonna see it brown, get nice and caramelized, and you're gonna see it break down. It's almost gonna be nothing. That's when we add our beer, our beans, our spices, and our chicken stock, and then we let that baby go for like 8 hours. All right, as you can see, our vegetables already cooked about halfway down, you know, and this is the time that I'm about to add all my spices and stuff. All right, as you can see, our vegetables are nice and sweated like I showed you. Now is where we add our garlic. Going with about 4 tablespoons. It might seem like a lot, but this is a big pot right here. Then from there, we're gonna go to about 1.5 tablespoons of cumin. Do about a tablespoon of chili powder. Tablespoon of cilantro. Oregano. Over here. About 3/4 of a tablespoon will be fine. And went ahead with about 2 tablespoons of pepper. Tablespoon of salt. We're going with our ground bay leaves. This stuff is potent, so don't use too much. I'm only going for like half a teaspoon. Let's do a whole teaspoon. Boom, whole teaspoon right in. That's gonna go a long way. Next, we're gonna add in our tomato paste. We're gonna let it go for about 20 minutes more. This is all gonna break down over medium heat. So I'll see you back in 20 minutes, all right, doggy? As you can see, our sofrito, it's cooking just nice. It all broke down. It's about less than a quarter of what it was. This is a good time right now. This is where we're gonna add about 12 ounces of beer. That's gonna help the glaze, and that's gonna give it kind of a rustic flavor. And then besides that, I got our chopped cilantro and our thyme. We're just gonna get that stirred up and let that break down for a few more minutes and get all that brown off the bottom. Then we're gonna put our beans and our stock in, and we're just gonna let this go for about the next 8 hours after that. Cool. So that's the good stuff going on right now, baby. Alrighty, the beer is reduced, and right now what we're gonna do is add in our beans. We're gonna add in our chicken stock. We're gonna do about starting off, we're gonna do about 2 cups. Because what's gonna happen is as it cooks, it's gonna reduce more and more as the beans soak up the liquid, so we're gonna have to keep on adding more chicken stock. So I got one more quart put to the side. And the only thing after that is this is a perfect alternative. Like every time I used to do like, you know, beans or collard greens or anything like that, I used to always use ham hocks, you know. Ham hocks is great as far as flavor goes, but when you start to worry about your health and shit like that, you realize that how much fat that shit really has. So I got turned on to some of these smoked turkey wings, and there's a lot of meat on these wings as well. That's what's gonna help fortify this these beans. And we're gonna have like actually having a meal once we put it in with our rice. So this is about 3 pounds of chicken wings right here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna stir this, bring this to a boil. And once we get it to a boil, we're gonna just reduce it. And we're gonna let it cook at a low heat, and we're probably gonna let it go overnight. Probably the next 8 hours. So let's get it to a boil. I'll show you what that's like, and then we're gonna get it on the final fire where it's gonna go for like the next 8 hours. And we're just gonna babysit it every 20 minutes to stir it up or whatever. But yeah, we're good from here on out. Now it's just waiting game. Let's go watch a movie. Let's go smoke one. Let's go chill, bro. Let's go enjoy ourselves. Alrighty, so you can see how we let our beans cook overnight. Then we let them cool down. We let them sit for the day and cool down. This is how you should get them nice and looking. You got all your turkey meat fell off the bone, and it's down here inside your beans. You got your veggies broken down. I mean, this is a meal within itself. I just want you to know that. But right here, you can see we got all the meat came off all the bones. If you got a dog or something, I guess they would enjoy this. Me, I am a dog, so I'm about to get the little piece of meat off these bones here. So we're gonna get us some rice cooking, and we're just gonna plate this up, and we're gonna sit down and see how this. Well, I already tasted it. This is the phone, so either way, we're gonna do a reaction either way when we're done. So let's get this rice cooking, and we'll be back in 20 minutes. All right, guys, it's been 2.5 days, and we're down to this. I got some gold rice, you know, black and gold, Pittsburgh. We play tomorrow. We're gonna get down with the Broncos, so I had to do some black and gold. But we got some smoky and spicy black beans with our rice, and I like some tomatoes and jalapeños and stuff. We're gonna get into this, and then we're gonna talk about it in 1 second. All right, guys, here we are. I ain't gonna do too much talking about this because this has been 2.5 days in the working. We had one day where we had to soak our beans. The next day we had to make the sofrito, and we got everything going. And then the next day after that, we just slow cooking and every once in a while stirring our beans. And getting our meat broken down, and man, this is what you would call soul food right here, straight up. So we ain't gonna be doing no talking. I'm getting into this. Man, there ain't enough good shit to say about this right here. 2.5 days of work. Your house smelling like your grandmother's house for like 2 days. And then you get, it's like Christmas morning, you know, finally everything's settled and ready. You got your rice ready to go. You make a plate. Man, you feel like you opening up presents on Christmas. I'm talking about, this is what soul food about, homie. That's what I'm talking about. It's a million different variations of making black beans and rice. Never made this for somebody that ever complained about it. They actually asked for more. God damn. I feel like a little girl that just got a compliment for the first time. Like, bro, this is like, this stops your day kind of shit. I mean, this is so good. Like, man, you ain't finding this in no restaurant, bro. If you're lucky to find it in the restaurant, it's some mom and pops way back in the cut somewhere that's been there for years that you never heard about, that you just learned about. Please try this recipe. There's a lot of ingredients in it. It might take a little time, but the outcome will last you for the next few days. And bro, your family will love you for making this right here, bro. Your family will, man, they be like, oh boy, they'll fucking just jump on you and love you, homie. This is that kind of good shit. This is what I mean about sharing good shit, bro. This is it right here. There's no words that I can convey to you to make you understand other than you doing this for yourself and sharing it with your family. But this a meal. The turkey, beans, the rice, man, all of this. Man, don't matter how negative this world might seem at certain times, there's always some way to find something beautiful, bro. This is just a little small example of the good shit that's out there, bro. Man, take what you got and use it to your advantage and make your world a better place around you and for others around you. Treat people how you want to be treated, homie, because you treat someone to this, boy, they're gonna treat you to love the rest of your life, bro. So please, send me requests. If you got ideas, you want to see me cook something, if you want to see me fail at something, if you want to see what else I got up here, man, just send me whatever you got, dog. I would appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and I hope that I inspired you, and I really hope that you try this, because this the funk, baby. It really is, dog. I mean, I've been holding back from taking that bite. But with that, get up off your ass, get in the kitchen, make something for your family. Do something, bitch. And if it ain't in the kitchen, get out there and do something. it's too much good shit out there, bro. Really is. So I love you guys, and I hope something right here sparks some love in you, bro. I really do. Love you guys, and I can't wait to see you again on the next video, man. I'm sorry, man, just a little quick outro. I know in the recipe that I said to add salt, and I think it was like a tablespoon or a little bit less than a tablespoon. I said to add that to the beans. Please, you don't need to add any extra salt. Just cancel out that idea, cancel out on your recipe. What I told you about the chicken stock, when you made the chicken stock video, that releases enough of its own sodium, plus the vegetables with their spices, it creates its own, plus cooking for 2 days, it creates its own sauce. So this recipe here does not need any added salt. You will enjoy it a lot more. You will. It's not that it was too salty. It was just that any extra salt was unnecessary. So that's the beauty that I'm trying to share with you, man. Just these little tweaks and touches and these little bullshit things like this, but that's what makes it fun. You know what I'm saying?